Hello and welcome to Astro Tina. February is here, bringing a wave of transformative energy as the planets align to shake things up. With Venus sparking passion, a new moon opening fresh doors, and Mercury keeping us on our toes. This month promises moments of clarity, creativity, and surprises. Now, what's in store for your sign? Let's dive into February's cosmic dance and discover the highlights waiting for you. Now, first I will do a quick monthly overview followed by your monthly calendar, which is great to plan your month. In February 2025, several significant planetary movements in Vedic astrology are poised to influence various aspects of your life. Now, Jupiter direct in Taurus is expected to stabilize partnerships and enhance communication, fostering growth in relationships and collaborative endeavors. Now, there is a full moon in Cancer on February 12th, 2025. This full moon occurs at 30 degrees Cancer in the Ashlesha nakshatra, which emphasizes emotional introspection and the nurturing of personal connections. This lunar event encourages individuals to address domestic matters and also to strengthen family bonds. And Mercury's transit in Aquarius on February 10th to the 27th. Mercury governs intellect and communication. Transits through Aquarius promoting innovative thinking and also progressive ideas. This period is very favorable for intellectual pursuits and also technological advancements. Now, looking at the Sun's transit in Aquarius on February 12th to March 14th, 2025, the Sun's transit through Aquarius highlights themes of individuality and humanitarian efforts. It is an opportune time to engage in community service and also to embrace unconventional approaches to problem solving. And the great red planet Mars is direct in Gemini on February 23rd, 2025. Mars, the planet of action and energy, ends its retrograde and moves direct at 23 degrees of Gemini. Now, this transition reinvigorates personal ambitions and also enhances motivation, particularly in areas related to communication and learning. Now, there is a new moon in Aquarius on February 27th, 2025. This new moon is at 15 degrees. Aquarius in the Satyabhishaka nakshatra, which signifies a period of renewal and innovation. So it's an ideal time to set intentions for future projects, especially those involving technology or social reform. Now, these astrological events suggest that February 2025 will be a month of renewed energy, intellectual growth, and strengthening relationships. Individuals are encouraged to harness these cosmic influences to foster personal development and to contribute positively to their communities. February 2025 horoscope for Sagittarius ascendant. Theme of the month is communication, learning, and building connections. February 2025 brings an energetic focus on your communication, relationships, and short-term goals. Now, the key planetary influences highlights your third house of efforts and your seventh house of partnerships. So Sagittarius ascendants will feel inspired to build meaningful connections, work on self-improvement, and set the stage for professional success. Now, the planetary influences for Sagittarius ascendant, your Sun in Aquarius in your third house on February 12th, emphasizes communication, courage, and skill development. You'll feel motivated to take action on your ideas and to network with others to achieve those goals. Now, Mercury transits your third house on February 10th to the 27th, which sharpens your communication skills. This is a great time for writing, negotiating, and presenting those ideas. So sibling relationships and also short distance travel will also see positive developments. Now, Jupiter turns direct on February 4th in your sixth house of work and health. So this brings clarity and growth in your daily routines, your professional life, and health matters. And you might find opportunities to improve your work environment or to resolve any pending conflicts. Now, Mars turns direct on February 23rd in the seventh house of partnerships, energizing your relationships. So this is definitely a time to address unresolved issues, strengthen communication, commitment, and pursue new professional collaborations. Now, the full moon on February 12th in your eighth house brings emotional intensity and also insights into your shared finances, your debts, and transformative processes as well. You may resolve any financial matter or experience a shift in your inner world. Now, the new moon on February 27th in your third house is a powerful time to set new intentions related to communication, learning, or creative projects. It's also a very auspicious time to start something new with siblings or your neighbors. Now let's look at key areas of your life, beginning with career and finances. Jupiter's direct motion in your sixth house supports steady progress in your job. So this is a good time to seek promotions or take on leadership roles. Now, the full moon on the eighth house highlights financial planning, shared resources, and resolving debts. So stay organized and avoid unnecessary risks. Now, Mars in your seventh house brings energy to personal and professional relationships. Now, if you're single, you may attract someone dynamic and passionate. Now, those of you who are in committed relationships should focus on open communication to resolve any lingering tensions. Now, with health, with Jupiter in your sixth house, prioritize your physical and mental well-being. This is a good time to adopt healthier habits, such as a balanced diet, regular exercise. Be mindful of overexertion, especially after February 23rd when Mars energizes your activities. Now, as far as learning and travel, the Sun and Mercury in your third house make this an excellent time for learning, for writing, or traveling for short-term purposes. Now, consider enrolling in a course, writing a blog, or connecting with like-minded individuals. And now let's look at the monthly planner. But before we do, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, as it takes a great deal of time for me to make these calendars for you. So please show your support and subscribe to my channel. So Sagittarius, the month begins on a very positive note. The first and second, this is where you're happy at home. The energies in your home environment are very loving, peaceful, and very supportive. Now moving on to the third and fourth, again, very positive energies for you. Romance is definitely in the air. If you're single, a good time for you to take that date. For those of you who have kids, this is also a good time to spend with your kids. This is also a good time for you to do some learning if you're a student. Great, good, positive energy days for you. Now, moving on to the fifth and sixth, this is where you have to be mindful of your energies. So you could have health-related issues. So you could have cough, cold, flu, stomach issues if you are eating unhealthy. So you could have upset stomach. Those types of issues could come up as well. Also be mindful of your debt. So you could have debt-related issues on your mind as well. And your energies are irritable on these days. So the energies around you are irritable and the energies within you are also irritable. So you could easily get into a dispute with someone. Now, for those of you who are dealing with a court case during this time, these 2 days are not favorable for court dates. So the results will not be in your favor. So if you can change the dates, if it's possible, I would definitely do that. Now, moving to the 7th, 8th, and 9th. These are your honey days. For those of you who are in partnership, who are already in a relationship, married, these are your honey days. This is where you can strengthen your bond. So definitely spend some time with your spouse. The energies are very supported here. Romance is definitely in the air for you on these days. Now moving on to the 10th and 11th. This is where you have to be mindful of your energies. This is energy which is kind of stressed. You could have a lot on your mind on these days. So I would just suggest to lay low on these days. Now moving on to the 12th and 13th, this is where your energies are now. You're feeling much better. You're feeling more positive because you have a great week ahead of you. So from the 12th to the 18th, great week. Okay, so the 14th, 15th, and 16th, these are days that are really great for you to present your work at your workplace, because you'll definitely get the recognition that you deserve. You could be up for promotions. You could be up for a raise. So definitely put your best efforts in at work, because the credit due to you will come to you. Now moving on to the 17th and 18th. These are good days for you to socialize, have fun with your friends, go out and enjoy yourself. For those of you who want to do some networking, this is also a very productive time for you as well. Now, moving on to the 19th, 20th, and 21st, this is where you have to be mindful of your energies. You could have health-related issues here. Your energies could be low on these days. So you might want to self-isolate. You might not feel supported on these days. So definitely be aware of that energy, and also be mindful of your expenses on these days. You could have unexpected expenses. And for those of you who need to make some decisions for yourself this month, the 19th, 20th, and 21st are not good days to make any decisions. So definitely keep the decision pending. Otherwise, you will most likely make the wrong decision and you will come to regret the decisions you've made. And also someone could use you to their benefit. So you could make the wrong decision on these days as well. So just keep that decision pending. Now moving on to more positive days, the 22nd and 23rd. You have a great week ahead of you. So the last week of February is a fabulous week. So from the 22nd and 23rd, these are your days. This is where you want to rest, relax, reflect. So do some self-work on these days. Okay, maybe do some self-journaling on these days. You should be able to really enjoy this energy. Now moving on to the 24th and 25th, very positive again. These are your money days. This is where you'll see that the money flow is very positive on these days. So if you've lent out money and need it back, great days to ask for that money back, because it'll easily come back to you. And if you want to borrow money, this is a great time to ask for it too. These are great days to manifest money. These are great manifestation days. Now moving on to the 26th and 27th. These are great days for you to spend time with your siblings, because your energies will be very much in sync. You should have a great time with them. You'll see eye to eye with them as well. You could also do some local trip traveling, whether it's for leisure, whether it's for work. So a great time for that as well. Now, moving on to the 28th, the last day of the month, this is where you're happy at home. You'll see that you're really supported by your mom. Your home environment is very supportive, and it's a very loving environment. So you're very happy at home. So looking at this month, the days that you do need to be careful in regards to health, expenses, disputes, any decision making, we're looking at the 19th, 20th, 21st, 5th, 6th, and 10th and 11th. So you do have 7 days of the month where you need to be a little bit mindful of the energies around you. So just, lay low on those days, be mindful on those days. The rest of the month is your month. Very positive remainder of the month. Now, the money days where you want to focus your energies on money, the 24th and 25th, the money flow is really good. The 3rd and 4th, these are great days for you to learn about money. So if you're in the markets, this is where you really want to take a look at your performance and see where you could do better, because something will click and you'll pick up something. And if you want to invest further, the 17th and 18th are great days for that as well. Again, this is not financial advice. Please read the disclaimer. Now, as far as your honey days, for those of you who are married, the 7th, 8th, and 9th, these are great money days for you. For those of you who are single, the 3rd and 4th are great days for you to go on that date. Now, for those of you who are in a business partnership, you'll see that the 7th, 8th, and 9th, you should get along better with your business partner. And also profits will be good on those days as well. You should see good results, very positive days for you there. Now, for those of you who are students, the 3rd and 4th are really good days for you to really absorb that information. If you have assignments that are due, if you have tests that need to be done, those are great days where you should see good results. Now, in the month, you want to also take time for yourself, rest, relax, and rejuvenate. So the 22nd and 23rd is where you'll see that you're actually able to do that. So Sagittarius, February 2025 is a month of growth through communication, collaboration, and personal effort. With Jupiter and Mars guiding you in matters of work and relationships, this is a perfect time to refine your skills, nurture partnerships, and take the next steps towards achieving your goals. So trust your instincts and remain optimistic. So if you've enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching today.